everyone. Aaron and I are fishing today with Roger Blackstone. He's the club chairman of Lake Coeur d'Alene Anglers Association, and I have driven by this lake a lot. I've seen guys out fishing it, and I'm like, I gotta fish this lake. So we're fishing it today, and we are going after
Chinook salmon. We're going to fish for the landlocked Chinook salmon here on the lake. This time of year they're up on the surface, so we're looking to target them on the surface with planer boards, and we'll try to fish for them in the top 30 feet and see what we can do today.
Excellent. And how big do they run?
Well, in the springtime you'll catch a lot of 8 to 12 pound range. In the summertime, when we come into say July and August, when they start to spawn, our spawners are in the mid-20s.
Nice. All right, well, let's go get some fish.
All right.
It's time for the Northwest Fishing Reports with Aaron Board, Mike Carey, and Rob Holman. Come along as we travel to hidden gems and fishing hotspots around the Northwest. You'll see a little of everything as we fish with top guides on their home waters and bring you the latest in tackle, tactics, and techniques to help you catch more fish. Today, Mike and Aaron join Roger Blackstone for Lake Coeur d'Alene Landlocked Kings. Then we cross Washington State to catch up with Mike for some coho salmon action on Lake Washington. Now, it's time to go fishing. Proudly presented by The Fishing Hole and Sports Shop.
Hey, we got our first fish. Roger, you did say 10 o'clock was the witching hour, and it's probably about 9:45, so good call on that.
Well, I tell you, these fish, they work like clockwork for you sometimes. It's great that we finally hooked one, and perfect. And that's oh my gosh,
He's coming.
That's exactly what I do. Is I try to talk with you with the line counter.
Woo! Beauty.
Let's take a little more.
So I could see that chrome silver.
Dude, just like you're doing there, that's perfect. What do you got for line now?
27.
Okay, so it's on the surface right over here. I'm just turning this out a little bit because we're in close on the shoreline.
20.
Okay, hold it there for a second and just kind of see what he's doing. Okay, so he's right on the surface, and we're just going to stay just like that for a second. And I'll get our speed. Main reason is I got this board out on this point right here. There, it's on 20. And so when you get it a little closer, I just want you to take your rod tip that way.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
You might be a little foul hooked. We'll have to see. I mean, if they get a little foul hooked, then they're in trouble. No, that looks like it's probably,
Fair hunt.
yeah, it's probably 7
I think
pounds,
he's wore out. Oh, that's a nice fish.
All right. Yeah, you can see that how chrome this thing is. And
It's
they're just so
super
healthy.
bright. Wow.
Yeah, he's a pretty fish. Yeah, he's going to be bigger than 7.
Oh, that's sweet. That is a sweet fish.
Great job. Great job. So hold it for a second. Hold it right there.
Oh, look at that fish. Oh, man. Sweet.
So we're going to get this thing out, do a couple quick stats, and then we'll get it back in the water. Get some water going through his gills there for a second.
So we got 28 inches and
28
over
inches,
9
it was about
pounds.
9, I think it went 910 was the biggest on the scale there. So just under 10 pounds. This fish is just beautiful, healthy as can be, and you'll watch him just dart off here in a second. Getting some nice oxygen through his gills there. Make sure he's nice and ready to go. All right, I think he's probably ready. And there he goes. Just like that. Beautiful Coeur d'Alene Lake Chinook. And we got one in the boat. Way to go, fellas. Okay, what we've got here is we've got a herring helmet. I like to decorate my herring helmets a little bit. This one here's got a little bit of fish scale on it, and it's orange. This bait right here happens to be a larger bait. It's a green bait, green pack. So it's the largest pack of bait. You cram that head inside that helmet, and then what we've got is the system I like to use is a Gamakatsu number 4, and I've got them tandem. The first hook there is snelled, and I hook that about like that to try to get it kind of in line with the tail. So if you get a short strike, you'll catch a fish on that back hook. Otherwise, you got that one that's in the meat of the body. I like to use E-chips. These E-chips are made by ProTroll, and ProCure is actually the bait and the brine that we're using right here. This orange brine is made by ProCure. So we've got about 1.5 ounce weight here on this one, going back to that leader where the bait's at, and I'm going to try to tune it a little bit. You want that bait to make it's a little fast there. You want to go about 1 to 2 revolutions per second. So if it's a little fast like that, you just bring it back in, and you can straighten it out. That's the key, is getting a nice roll. Sometimes it just takes a matter of tuning it a couple times to get a slower roll.
More Northwest Fishing Reports after the break.
Hi, this is Rob Holman with Northwest Fishing Reports. I want to take a second to talk to you about the general store and the fishing hole and sport shop in Spokane Valley. These guys sure love to fish. I mean, they really get after it. Their love of fishing certainly shows in the products they carry, and wow, what a selection.
Rods and reels,
accessories, baits and tackle.
They've got everything you need to be successful. The next time you go fishing, be sure to check out the general store and the fishing hole and sport shop. Stop in, talk some shop, and let the friendly, experienced staff put you on some fish. If you're chasing steelhead, walleye, bass, even kokanee, you'll find what you need in stock, or they'll get it for you. Locally owned for over 70 years, this is a company you can trust. Stop by the general store on North Division in Spokane or the fishing hole and sport shop off Argonne in Spokane Valley today to start your next fishing adventure. The general store and the fishing hole and sports shop is a proud sponsor of Northwest Fishing Reports.
We got everything you need.
Nice.
Right now, thousands of the best outdoor TV shows are just a click away with My Outdoor TV.
This should be good.
The all-new app, powered by the leaders, built on the experience of legends.
this is the place that we live for.
Stream or download from the largest library of exclusive content you can't get anywhere else.
That's what we've been looking for.
Y'all want more? I'm gonna give you more.
Get some!
My Outdoor TV, thousands of episodes, all at your fingertips. Watch more.
Let's get back into the action.
So this is a planer board we're going to be running, and this one actually breaks down, makes it nice for storage, and get some surface lines out. So in fishing with planer boards, you've got some speed changes. When you're making your turns, we like to try to do S turns and try to just speed that bait up a little bit. When you're making a turn, say to your starboard side, that port side line, like we've got on this board over here, will be speeding up. So it's going a little faster. That might trigger a bite. The slow side probably won't trigger a bite, but it's dropping. And so it drops down in the water columns a little bit. And then when you speed up and it starts to catch up, bam, starts bringing it back up. And then you might have a fish strike that way as well.
Wow, this is another nice fish. Oh yeah. Coeur d'Alene Chinook, you gotta love it. Well, Roger, that came off the planer board, didn't it?
It was the planer board. It was 2 ounces of weight, and it came off the planer board. So we had just put that one out maybe 15 minutes ago.
Very different fight from the Chinook you find in the Sound.
Yeah.
These ones are just bulldogs.
Yeah, They just kind of want to just put their head down. Fat.
There he is.
No, that right
Lake
there
trout.
is a lake trout. People don't believe they're out here. A lot of people don't catch the bull trout. But I see to catch this size bull trout.
This is a bull trout.
Yeah,
It's
see
not,
all those?
It's not a laker, it's a bull
No,
trout.
it's not a laker. That there's a dolly, or as they call them, bull trout. So that's an endangered fish.
That's got to go back.
Got to go back. See the flat tail compared to, it'd be a big fork in there if it was a Mackinaw.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't catch them that often, but this time of year I seem to catch one or two, and then going into the summer I'll catch them from time to time on flies. I don't seem to catch many that are too much bigger than this, but they're hungry too. So that right there, folks, is a dolly. We'll get a release on it. There it goes.
Roger, we're looking at the fish finder, and it's just lit up with a lot of fish marks, and you said those are kokanee?
Yeah, the kokanee population is the feed base out here, so that's what the Chinook feed on. And the schools are, well, we've got a better abundance of fish right now than we've had in about 25 years in the lake, so it's, the kokanee fishermen love it.
And the downside is way too much bait.
Yeah, sometimes that when you got a lot of bait in the lake like that, then the fish are, you know, it's harder, a little bit more hard to trick those fish with something artificial when they've got all that feed in the lake for them to fish with or eat, you know, the fish to eat.
So the name of the game is pound the water.
Yep, you got to just keep at it.
Fish on.
All right.
Well, there goes your fish again, Mike.
It's good.
It's getting the big fish.
Aaron's good at rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, no kidding.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes they will just tap it like you didn't even notice.
Release it.
Yeah, no release, but feel.
Well, I could just see it.
Yeah, good eyes. I mean, this thing obviously just maybe ate it, and then right after eating it, just started swimming with it. So I don't think that he even really noticed when he ate it, maybe until right there at the point that you gave a little resistance to him, and now he started fighting back a little bit. I want you to go kind of like that at that angle, and just keep your rod tip that way. Oh, he's foul hooked a little bit. That's probably a little bit of the reason. He might have grabbed another line there. All right.
Thank you.
So we are fair hooked.
Yeah, I just
Get it in the mouth.
yeah, just pulled that one, and this trailer hook got him in the gill plate.
Yep. Well, that's kind of what it's intended to do, right?
Yeah.
Get that double hook set.
Yep. You don't lose too many this way. You usually don't harm too many this way. This one just happened to really take that second hook and get it in the corner of its gill there.
23 inches, 6.5 pounds.
Good job.
Man, we were all taking naps, and that clicker just went off like crazy. Woo!
All right. In that line now. You're fine, just like that.
Oh man, that gave us a little bit of a tussle at the end there, right?
You grab that net.
Nice.
Well, the 2:15 bite came. 2 o'clock. 2:15 just came, and Mike just caught another one. So, what a nice way to end the day. Good job, Mike.
I'll say, and fun fight. Feisty fish, probably about the same as the last one in that 5-pound range, I'd say, 24 inches.
Yep, nice fat belly. Show that belly. Turn that belly towards the camera, and you can see how fat they are. They're just eating like crazy. They throw on a lot of weight. This is probably a 2-year-old right here, and they just throw on a weight. This fish, 4-year maturity, probably be about 25 pounds. So they're getting bigger.
If you guys want to learn more about fishing on Lake Coeur d'Alene, again, check out the Lake Coeur d'Alene Anglers Association webpage.
Yep, you sure can do that at lcaaidaho.com. And there we go. Nice spring fish, and it's been a great day.
It has been. Roger, thank you so much for taking Aaron and I out.
You bet. Thank you guys.
Northwest Fishing Reports, brought to you in part by the support of these fine sponsors.
Do you find yourself drooling over your neighbor's too cool boat or truck? Are you losing sleep over it? You're suffering from boat envy. You love your truck, right? But it's getting a little sad around the edges? The Wrap Factory is the answer. Their local talented designers and certified wrap installers will make your truck or boat better than new. Mention you saw us on Northwest Fishing Reports for a free mock-up and design service. Check out the Wrap Factory online at wrapfactory.biz or stop by today at 6824 North Market Street in Spokane.
This is Mike Carey with Northwest Fishing Reports. Potholes Reservoir is recognized around the region as a premier fishing and hunting destination. When it's time to fish or hunt potholes, Ross Outdoor Adventures is our #1 choice. Call Shelby at Ross Outdoor Adventures to schedule your Potholes Outdoor Adventure.
I'm Guide Shelby Ross. Visit potholesfishing.com or ducktaxi.com for details and to book your next trip.
When fishing the Okanagan Valley, the guys at Northwest Fishing Reports stay at the Best Western Plus Pepper Tree Inn. It's the perfect place to stay after a long day of fishing in the Okanagan Valley. They're sportsman friendly and the rooms are spacious and comfortable. Each night's stay features an excellent breakfast and all the amenities of home. And probably a few more. Next time you're fishing or hunting in the Okanagan Valley, stay with Best Western Plus Pepper Tree Inns.
NorthwestFishingReports.com is the Northwest's largest fishing reports website, featuring well over 50,000 fishing reports, videos, articles, and more. All 100% free. Catch more fish with Northwest Fishing Reports. Log on today. It's tips and trips, new techniques and locations to expand your fishing horizons.
Hell's Canyon lies on a stretch of the Snake River on the Washington-Idaho border. Last June, me and my buddies Jeremy Affel and Darren Duty had the chance to hit the canyon with Kyle Jones of Jones Sport Fishing. Kyle's been fishing these waters for years and started us off with some salmon bellies on a cannonball. We were in search of some monster sturgeon. Several reports coming out of the Snake River have sturgeon at 8, 9, even 10 feet. It didn't take long for the sturgeon to show up. The first one we hooked, I landed and it was not exactly what we were looking for. Kind of a little one. So we let it go. After moving to a secret hole, we hooked into something a little more promising.
Yep.
So if this ends up being a really big fish, and it makes a big run down through that rapid.
He's planted right there.
Big one or?
He's taking line right now. He's peeling some line.
Good.
That was off.
Hold on that stuff your car.
Oh man! Holy crap! Hold on there, man. Yeah, hold on, dude.
That's a big one. That dragon's big.
Need a break, let me know. Yeah, right?
That's a fish, isn't it?
All my effort, he's destroying my entire effort right here. You want to try to hold it while it jumps? Alright, boy.
It took a group effort, but at the end we could confirm there's monster sturgeon in Hell's Canyon. Kyle really hooked us up with some nice fish and a great day on the water. If you love the outdoors, for sightseeing or fishing, Hell's Canyon belongs on your list of destinations.
Let's go fishing! Join us on our next Northwest Fishing Reports member adventure. Friday and Saturday, March 3rd and 4th, we're headed to the Clearwater River in Idaho for one day of trophy steelhead with guides Kyle Jones of Jones Sport Fishing and Toby Wyatt of Real Time Fishing. Trip includes lodging Friday night at Lenore Lodge, lunch on Saturday, all bait, tackle, gear, fuel and food, and professional services of guides that know these waters. Plus, you might make an episode of Northwest Fishing Reports. All for just $260 per person. Offer limited. Call Toby at Real Time Fishing to book today. 1-208-790-2128.
Hi, this is Rob Holman with Northwest Fishing Reports. I want to take a second to talk to you about the general store and the fishing hole and sport shop in Spokane Valley. These guys sure love to fish. I mean, they really get after it. Their love of fishing certainly shows in the products they carry, and wow, what a selection.
Rods and reels, accessories, baits and tackle.
They've got everything you need to be successful. The next time you go fishing, be sure to check out the general store and the fishing hole and sports shop. Stop in, talk some shop, and let the friendly, experienced staff put you on some fish. If you're chasing steelhead, walleye, bass, even kokanee, you'll find what you need in stock, or they'll get it for you. Locally owned for over 70 years, this is a company you can trust. Stop by the general store on North Division in Spokane or the fishing hole and sports shop off Argonne in Spokane Valley today to start your next fishing adventure. The general store and the fishing hole and sports shop is a proud sponsor of Northwest Fishing Reports.
We got everything you need.
Nice.
Woo! Northwest Fishing Reports. Like us on Facebook to keep up with the action.
Hi everyone, we're out here on Lake Washington and it's October 10th. We are in pursuit of coho salmon. There's a 4-fish limit out here. It's evening and that's not the best time to go after these guys, but you can catch them. You can catch these fish trolling. We just caught one on a little plug here. You can catch them drifting and jigging with buzz bombs and the like. Our first fish wasn't a coho, it was a nice rainbow. And this lake is full of beautiful fish, rainbows, cutthroats. This guy measured right at 18 inches. Now, be sure to check the regs because depending on the time of year, some of these fish, if they're over 20 inches, have to be released because they're considered to be steelhead. They want to protect the steelhead, obviously, coming in. "50 feet deep with a plug. We're fishing off of Hunts Point, heading towards Kirkland. I was watching the fish finder, was just lit up with fish. "19 inches. What a fish, but still looking for a coho, I guess. All right, now we got a coho, no doubt about it. Woo! So, 50 feet on the downrigger. Nice. One of those great urban fisheries. We showed you Duwamish, and this is, whoa, nice. Lake Washington, coho. Whoa, there he is. Look at that guy go. He's wrapped himself. Look at that. That's a beautiful fish. Big old hook-nosed silver. It's got some color to it, but it's looking good. Let's take a look at some of the gear that we used and some gear that works well for coho on Lake Washington. First off, we've got your standard little 8-inch flasher with a hoochie. About an 18 to 22 inch leader seems to work pretty well. You don't want to be trolling as fast on the lake as you would out on the saltwater, where you're going to be going 3.5 miles saltwater. On the lake, you're going to be looking for that 1.4 to 2 mile an hour troll. So just enough to maybe make it flip over every once in a while, but these fish are not going to go generally after fast, aggressive presentations. Another trolling setup is a dodger, and in this case we've got a mini hoochie with a spinner, or you could use a max smile blade on the front end of that. And with these hoochie rigs, you could try using a little shrimp on there for some flavor enhancement. Bait never seems to hurt, so give that a try. As far as what we caught our fish on today, this mag lip style plug, green, pink tail. We caught two nice rainbow in that hook nose coho on this guy right here. I've had success in the past as well with the Brad's little wigglers here, Pirate and Blue. These have both caught fish for me out there on Lake Washington in years past. And of course we were doing trolling, but you can also drift and do buzz bombs and jig for these fish as well. Try different things. Switch up your gear every 20-30 minutes so you're giving these fish different presentations, and just keep pounding away and see what they like. Sometimes they can be very lockjaw, but other days you can get your limits, so go on out and get them.